I started a sneaker collection with just a $20 bill, and now I'm gonna buy, sell, and trade my way up to a pair of $20,000 Nike Max. But before that, I want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a meal subscription service where you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. So I'm sure you've had this problem, but at the beginning of every year, I make New Year's resolutions, and most of them, if not all of them, I end up not being able to keep. And it's not for lack of trying, it's just because I'm not doing the right things. And for me, one of my biggest goals this year is to cook more because I eat out way too much and all of my money that I make ends up going here and not in my wallet. HelloFresh allows you to stay on track with simple recipes and fresh, pre-portioned ingredients that help limit meal prep time and cut back on the trips to the grocery store. HelloFresh offers a bunch of recipes to choose from each week so you can pick something that really gets you excited. And one of my biggest problems is that I'm not very good at cooking, but HelloFresh makes me good at cooking because they have really great, easy to follow recipes. These recipes include 20-minute meals, easy cleanup, and low prep options. Not only that, they give you all the supplies that you need in the exact right portion so you don't overmake food, but you also don't undermake food. And as you guys know, I love sustainability, and the packaging that HelloFresh uses and delivers to your doorstep is already recycled and can be recycled again. And for me, HelloFresh was perfect. It was super easy to make delicious meals, as you guys can see, and I love doing it. So make sure to go to HelloFresh.com and use code SethFowler16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts.
Oh, really good.
So to fill you guys in on where we are at the end of last week's episode, we finished off the week with the sneaker collection fund of $780.28. And since then, we haven't actually sold any sneakers, and that's not because I haven't been listing sneakers on eBay. I do have some sneakers still available on eBay, they're just not moving, but I really am saving most of the stock for my upcoming Whatnot live stream this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but the main reason is that I just haven't been listing things on eBay. One, because I added that new seller's fee, so I don't get as much money back into the sneaker collection fund after I sell a pair of sneakers, and 2, because I've just been saving sneakers for my upcoming Whatnot live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you guys want to check it out, there will be a link in the description below. And the reason for that is because when I sell something on Whatnot versus eBay, there's usually just a lot less effort that needs to go into actually listing something on Whatnot. I show you guys the product, I talk about the product, you guys get a better idea of what I'm actually selling, versus on eBay where I have to spend like 10 to 20 minutes for listing each product. I have to take photos of everything, and you guys don't even know for sure exactly what you're getting. Not that there's anything wrong with eBay, it's just a lot easier for me to use Whatnot, and I end up getting usually a better price, and I ship out the products a lot faster that way. So Whatnot has been my service of choice. I probably will go back to listing most things on eBay after this live stream, at least until the next live stream, just because it's nice to have the products available in as many marketplaces as possible, just to make sure that they sell as quickly as possible, because selling things quickly is really the name of the game in this situation. However, even though we didn't sell anything this week, I did finally get my payouts from Tradeblock over the last couple trades, and it's not because Tradeblock takes a long time to pay out, it's just because I literally didn't know how to do it. Now I figured it out, and we're able to add $250 back into the sneaker collection fund. So after adding the $250 from Tradeblock back into the sneaker collection fund, we now have a sneaker collection fund total of $1,030.28. And not only that, I do have a box of sneakers to unbox. I've actually got some more sneakers to unbox later on in the video, but the reason I want to unbox this first is because I'm not 100% sure if this sneaker is going to be part of the sneaker collection or if it's going to go into my own personal sneaker collection. And I'm kind of leaning towards it going into my own personal sneaker collection. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. So this is a pair of shoes that I actually got from ALD. And the way that I got this pair of sneakers is because I've actually pre-ordered a bunch of shoes from them and bought a bunch of shoes from them. And I sent out emails to, I guess, people who have spent a lot of money at their store, giving them a second chance at grabbing these shoes. Now, the reason I'm really interested in getting these is because this is a shoe that I really wanted, and I entered the raffle for this shoe. But unfortunately I didn't get it, and instead I got a different colorway. And the other colorway, while it wasn't bad, was not exactly what I wanted. So when they sent out the email offering me a second chance at this pair of shoes, I jumped on it, and I kind of can't believe how much these shoes are going for right now on like GOAT and StockX. I think it's like $600 to $700. I do kind of feel dirty reselling these just because I got them in the second chance offer, and it's a pair of shoes that I really want, so there's a good chance that I won't sell these, but let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe it'll be trade bait, most likely it'll go into my own personal sneaker collection. But enough of the talking, let's just bust these guys open. So these are this is harder to open than I thought. What the hell? Okay, there we go, got it. So these are the ALD New Balance 993s. in the white and blue colorway. So when these shoes first came out, they came out in two different colorways. They came out in the brown and green colorway, and then this white and blue colorway. And as you guys saw, if you've watched the series for a while, I got the brown and green colorway. I ended up trading that pair away for, I believe, off-white 5s with some other sneakers. But this was a shoe that I really wanted, and this is a shoe that I would really see myself wearing on a very regular basis. So the fact that I got these now in my size is crazy. I'm really, really stoked on these. And honestly, I wish these were selling for a lot less, because then I wouldn't even be tempted to sell these or trade these. I think it's very possible that these shoes will actually drop in price in the very near future, just because I'm sure they sent out that email to a lot of people. So, you know what? Honestly, if the price does drop, I'm just going to keep them. But if the price does stay up around $600 to $700, I could trade these. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of these guys. I love them. I think these are awesome. I think ALD consistently knocks it out of the park. But man, these are sick. You guys know I love New Balance, and I love ALD collaborations on New Balances, so this is a tough choice for me. But I'll keep you guys posted on these guys. But with this unboxing out of the way, why don't we just jump right into this week's thrifting. So this week, I decided to start things off a little bit differently than I usually do, and that's because I wanted to go to Urban Exchange in Center City, Philadelphia. Now, Urban Exchange is a smaller thrift store in sort of the, I guess, northeast part of Philadelphia. They don't always have the best selection of sneakers available, but sometimes they have some crazy hidden gems. I found Kobe's there for $10. It was nuts. And today I found a youth size Air Jordan 6 in this really clean black and gray colorway. Now, it was priced relatively high for what it was, and I was checking comparable listings on eBay, and there wasn't really that much out there. So even though I like this shoe, and even though I love picking up Jordans, it was not something I wanted to grab. Unfortunately, other than that though, there wasn't too much else at Urban Exchange, so I decided to move on. Just down the street from Urban Exchange is another thrift store that I like to go to when I'm in the area, called Circle Thrift. Now, Circle Thrift is a pretty large thrift store, and they have a lot of stuff available, but unfortunately today there wasn't that much. There was a pair of Air Jordan 1s in black and white. I think it's a mid-top colorway or something, but not really worth what they were asking. And there was also a pair of Crocs rain boots. I didn't even realize they made those, but there they are. But not as part of the series, I did pick up Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 because they had it for cheap, and my friend hasn't tried it. It's the worst Tony Hawk Pro Skater game, don't buy it. Really quick though, I do want to unbox something that I got from the sneakers app. I don't think it was anything crazy. I think a lot of people grabbed these, and I've actually already traded them away on Tradeblock, so it's not like they're staying in the collection. I'm not going to be selling these on my whatnot sale or anything like that, but I am just going to unbox these guys to show you guys, and then I'm literally going to UPS to ship them off. So inside this box, we've got a pair of sneakers that cost me $190 even. I've said this a million times, but I'll say it again because I always get comments about it. Because I live in an area that doesn't charge tax on essentials like clothing and shoes, and also because I didn't pay for like expedited shipping or anything like that, I paid exactly $190 for these. So it's $190 out of the sneaker collection fund, and here they are. You guys probably already know what these are based on what releases came out. And I've actually already had a pair of these in the $20 sneaker collection. Actually, not in the $20 sneaker collection, but I did sell a pair in whatnot like a week ago. So yeah, you've probably already seen these. I've already done a review on these guys, but here we go. These are the, taking a second on boxes, there we go. These are the Air Jordan 4 Crimsons, or the Air Jordan 4 Red Thunders. So this is a shoe that I actually don't mind. It's not a bad sneaker overall. I just feel like they could have done a little bit of a better job with this. I just really prefer the yellow on this color blocking. I think it just looks cleaner. The red just seems a little bit forced, and the midsole just always gets me. Like the brush strokes in there, the fact that it's more like matte than anything else, I think it would benefit from like some gloss paint or some semi-gloss paint to make it closer to some other pairs of Air Jordan 4s. But yeah, not a bad sneaker, just not my personal taste. But I did trade this shoe away. I'm not going to tell you guys what I traded it away for yet. You guys will just have to wait and see for that unboxing. And I'm happy that I made the trade. I feel like it's one of those trades that, even though it's equal in value, the other shoe should be easier to move than this one. So the other shoe I think will be better trade bait than this shoe. So at least I didn't lose any money with this shoe. A lot of times when I buy sneakers on the sneakers app, for this challenge in particular, I lose money. So I just am a lot more careful about the shoes that I buy, or the shoes that I enter to try and buy. And it is what it is, you know. Just figured I'd unbox it for you guys just to show you guys that I did get them in. And now I'm going to take these to the UPS store really quick. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I just dropped off the package at the UPS store. Why don't we do some thrifting? I've got an itch, man. Let's do it. So my next stop was Goodwill, but unfortunately today Goodwill was tapped out, so I decided to stop by the store next door, Plato's Closet. And today in Plato's Closet there was some decent stuff. There was this pair of Nike sneakers. I'm not sure exactly what they are. They've got an Air Force 1 midsole and kind of like a Air Jordan 1 upper. There was also this Ralph Sampson pair of Pumas in this mid-top variant, which I actually really liked as like a personal pickup, but it wasn't my size and wasn't something I wanted to grab. And right next to those were some checkerboard Vans slip-ons. However, they seemed like a variant and not the standard kind. Then I ran across some Nike React sneakers, which tend to sell pretty well. This colorway also wasn't bad and it was pretty clean. However, unfortunately, the shoe was priced at 35 bucks and they were really only selling for like 40 or 50 bucks on eBay, so not a shoe I wanted to grab. Then next to those were some women's Adidas NMDs. It seemed like they were in the wrong section. Nice looking pair of shoes, but unfortunately in this colorway there is absolutely no resale value, so not a pickup for me. One shoe that kind of tempted me was this pair of Nike Blazer mids in this black and white colorway. It was a super clean look. It was priced pretty high at 60 bucks, and I think that they probably sell for around that. So although it was a nice looking shoe that I think would have moved if it was priced well, it wasn't something I wanted to grab. And of course, if you guys have watched this series for a while, you know I've got to check out the fashion bins at the back of the store, and laying on top of the fashion bin was actually this pair of women's Air Jordan 1 mids in this white colorway. Now, I didn't know exactly what the price was because I couldn't find the other side of the pair, but when I did find it, it turned out the pair was priced at 45 bucks, which is exactly what they were going for on eBay, so it was a no-go for me. The other shoe that I found in the bin that was kind of interesting was this pair of Nike Air Max 98s. It was in this sort of like dusty rose colorway, which I actually thought was kind of cool, but unfortunately there was no resale value there, so I had to leave the store empty-handed. And then the final stop of the week was Buffalo Exchange, and I had a lot of high hopes because I hadn't grabbed anything all week, and I was just hoping to find something, really anything honestly, because if I don't find anything I won't have any stock for next week and we won't be able to add to the sneaker collection and hopefully get to those Nike mags. So I was just crossing my fingers hoping to find anything. The first shoe that I came across that I was somewhat interested in was this pair of Nike LeBron 13s. I was never a huge fan of the LeBron 13s. I thought they were kind of ugly. Even though it was priced well at 28 bucks, I just didn't see really any of them moving on eBay, so I decided to leave it for now. My friend and the co-founder of Apothecary, Osman, actually found this really cool Jordan flight jacket, which I actually thought was really rad and was something I would consider picking up personally. It even had the brand new tags on it, but I decided against it, and there really wasn't much resale value there. Then I came across this pair of Adidas Ultra Boost 20s, the Artemis Program Ultra Boost 20s in this white and iridescent look. A pretty clean looking sneaker. The upper could definitely use some washing, but it wasn't in bad condition. And the outsole was very clean. It looked like it had maybe been worn just at indoor gyms. But even though it was priced pretty well, Ultra Boost just haven't really been moving for me recently, at least not that quickly, so I just decided against it. But then as I was going across the shelves, I came across a shoe which I actually found last week, and that was this Gyokusu Pegasus Turbo. I decided to grab it because after looking at it online, I think it's worth it. But then behind the counter, I stumbled across what I thought was a gold mine. And the first shoe that I saw that really caught my attention was this pair of Dior B23s. Now this is a shoe that I don't know a huge amount about, but after looking at comparable listings on eBay, it looks like it sells for a lot. Now unfortunately, Buffalo Exchange obviously knew what they had. They had the shoe priced at 200 bucks and it's worn, so I'm kind of taking a risk here, but honestly after looking at comps, it's a risk I'm willing to take. But not only did I find this pair of Dior B23s, I also found a pair of static Adidas Yeezy 350s. I could not believe I found this shoe. It was sitting right next to the B23s on the shelf. Now, unfortunately, the shoe was priced pretty high at $200, which is almost resale, but I was willing to take the risk because it was in such good condition. So I just got back from this week's thrifting, but before we actually get into the thrift pickups, I do want to do an unboxing of these sneakers right here. These just came in from Tradeblock. I traded for these. I don't remember exactly what I traded in order to get these, and I honestly don't even remember what these are. So let me check the Tradeblock app really quick. If you guys do want to trade with me on Tradeblock, there's a link in the description below. I should have some sneakers available for trade, some really great sneakers, and if they don't trade, I'm probably going to sell them on Whatnot this weekend. So the sneaker that I traded in order to get this pair of sneakers was the YEEZY 700s that we picked up from Plato's Closet like a week or two ago. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for them. I think it was like 100 or 125 bucks. But I actually got two pairs of sneakers in this trade. I was really happy with that. I believe they're both brand new. And I feel like the trade was definitely in my favor. I've had a lot of comments in the comment section of people saying it's not fair for you to use your Tradeblock account to trade for this series. And I do understand that. I genuinely do. But at the end of the day, I think at this point, if we're going to get the Nike mags at some point within like the next 5 years, I need to keep trading like this just to make sure that the series ends at some point. I will continue to do series like this in the future. I actually have a really cool plan for the next series whenever this series ends. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But again, if we want this series to end in the next like year or a couple years, I just have to keep doing these trades. And hopefully the way that the series will end is that I trade a bunch of sneakers for the pair of mags. So we'll see what ends up happening. Hopefully we end this series before like 150 episodes, who knows. But why don't we just start off this trade and see what they traded for my Adidas Yeezys. This first box is of course an Air Jordan 1 box. It's a size 12. And the pair inside, I don't even remember what it is. I've got a Tradeblock card. But the pair inside, ooh. is a pair of Bordeaux Air Jordan 1s, brand new, size 12. They smell brand new. I love the smell of brand new Jordan 1s. I've actually had a couple of these shoes in the series before. I think I've had like 2 or 3 pairs of these. But it's a great shoe. It's something that has some trade value, so I feel like I can either quickly flip this on somewhere like StockX or GOAT, or use this as trade bait in the future. I think I will probably use this as trade bait because I don't think the value on StockX is that great. I think these are selling for around retail, so like 170 bucks. So that pretty much makes up for the entire pair of Yeezys, and the next pair is going to be just kind of icing on the cake. Okay, there we go. So this looks like a pair of Air Jordan 12s. It is also, oh, it's a size 13. Okay, the retail price on this guy was 190 bucks. Let's pop the top. Forgot about these. This is a pair of Royalty Air Jordan 12s, brand new, size 13. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these, whether it's trading them or selling them, but not a bad trade for a pair of Yeezys that we picked up at Plato's Closet. So really stoked on that. Really nice looking pair of shoes. I actually like this shoe a lot more than I thought that I would. I haven't seen these shoes in person yet. I haven't gotten out of the house much recently. Very, very clean sneaker. Very, very good looking shoe. Really dig it. So yeah, Royalty 12s and Bordeaux Air Jordan 1s for a pair of Yeezy 700 MMVNs that we picked up at Plato's Closet. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of that trade and whether you think I should trade these or sell these. So we'll see what happens. But now with these out of the way, why don't we jump right into our pickups for the week. And the first shoe that we picked up is actually this pair of Nike Pegasus, what are they called? Pegasus Turbos? Pegasus Turbo 2 Gyakusus. This is a shoe that I actually reviewed on my channel like 2 years ago, maybe in 2019. And to find it at Buffalo Exchange is pretty exciting, especially in this good of condition. And it was priced at just 61 bucks. Now, I was looking at comps of these on eBay, and comps, if you don't know what that means, is comparable listings on eBay. So I was looking at comparable listings of this shoe, so the same size, similar condition, and I was seeing that these were selling for between $90 to $100. I saw some pairs going for like $170, but they were in much better condition than this. I mean, the tread looks basically brand new, but the midsole is a little bit scuffed and creased. And the upper's a little bit dirty, but I feel like I could profit like maybe 30 to 40 bucks off of these, maybe on eBay, also on Whatnot. So not a bad pickup. I feel like this was definitely worth it. And it's also interesting because I saw these last week when I went to Buffalo Exchange, and I didn't grab them, but they were still there, and I rethought my decision and decided to go for it. The next shoe that I picked up is actually a surprise pickup. I didn't even realize it was there. My friend pointed it out to me. Is this pair of Adidas Yeezy 350 V2s in the static colorway. So this shoe is the first pair of 350 V2s that released with this sort of plastic mesh on the side. Kind of smells like cigarettes, I'm going to be honest, and it's a size 11.5. Now the thing with this shoe is that it looks authentic. There's nothing wrong with this shoe, at least that I can tell. I will run it through check just to double check, or if I sell it through eBay, it'll get authenticated that way. The problem with this shoe is that it was priced at 200 bucks, which I think is pretty close to what this shoe goes for. So the potential for profit is kind of low on this shoe. I'm expecting that because it's in good condition, although it doesn't have a box, I could probably sell this for like $220 to $240. I'm kind of hoping for the $240 range, so I'm hoping for like a $40 profit on these guys, but we'll just have to wait and see. But honestly, the condition of these guys is excellent. I'm really, really happy with these. I know with the Reshoevn8r laundry system, it'll totally take out the smell, so I'm not worried about that at all. The boost looks white. The midsole is still very clean. There's not really that much yellowing. A little bit around where the glue is on the heel of the shoe, but not too crazy. There's no stains on the upper, which is awesome. And the text on the insole is still there. So although I bought this for 200 bucks, which is very, very high, the shoe is in great condition. It's in a relatively good size, a size 11.5. And I feel like I can make at least $40 profit off of it. And Yeezys sell very fast, so that's good news. And then the final pickup of the day, which is kind of a question mark for me, is this pair of Dior B23s. So the reason I grabbed this shoe is because in the past I'd found pairs of Dior's at Buffalo Exchange. My friend Osman actually bought a pair. I made a whole it wasn't a TikTok, it was a YouTube short about it, and you guys might have seen that YouTube short and wondered why that shoe wasn't in the series. The reason for that is because my friend bought it and I didn't buy it. But I saw this pair there, it was priced at just 200 bucks and it was a size 13. Looked up comps for these guys on eBay and the prices were insane. I think the lowest price that I found for this shoe was 400 bucks, and if it sells through eBay, it'll be authenticated. So although I'm not 100% sure if these are authentic now because I just don't know anything about Dior's, it looks really, really good. And I'm not going to sell these through Whatnot because I don't think Whatnot actually authenticates. And if there's a shoe that I'm not sure about, I'm not going to sell it through a site that doesn't authenticate. So I'll sell these through eBay. I'm going to clean up the bottoms because they could definitely use it. And I feel like the profit here could be insane. Now, I have no idea what that's going to be. I'm hoping for like 400 bucks, so that'd be a $200 profit. But I don't know. And these could also be slow sellers, so I really have no idea at all. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys know anything about this shoe, what you guys think these will go for. But I'm pretty happy with this pickup. So the total that I spent at Buffalo Exchange, which I'm going to be honest was kind of a gamble, was $461, which leaves us with a sneaker collection fund of $363.80. Now that is very, very low. It's the lowest that it's been in a long time. But keep in mind, I will be selling a lot of sneakers on Whatnot. I have a ton of sneakers in the collection. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just do a full sneaker collection video just to show you guys what I have? Actually, I feel like if we don't, you guys will be wondering where all the money from this series went, and I've got a pretty large collection. So let me show you guys just to put your minds at ease so you guys know that I didn't just blow it all on stupid stuff. I mean, I kind of did. But there's a lot of sneakers here with a lot of value. So this is the entire $20 sneaker collection at this moment in time. And yes, it is slightly larger than I thought, so I couldn't fit all of it inside my my seamless backdrop, but that's okay. We'll kind of go through it one by one just to kind of show you guys what's in the collection and what we still have. And if there's something that you remember being here that isn't here, that's because I've either traded it and it's in mid-trade currently, or I forgot to put it up here, or I sold it. But I don't think I sold anything recently, so it's probably just in mid-trade. So the first shoe in the sneaker collection is this pair that we picked up from Plato's Closet. This is the Nike Zoom Vaporfly Next Percent 2, I believe. Pretty good condition. Really like the sneaker. Have yet to sell it. We've got the Nike Pegasus Turbo Gyokasu that we picked up at Buffalo Exchange this week. Awesome sneaker. Still need to clean this up. We've got the Yeezys that we just talked about. We've got the Paul Rodriguez Nike Dunk What the Pauls, which I think we got from a trade maybe 2 weeks ago. They're in excellent condition. I'm still waiting on a trade for these, or maybe finding a good price for these, but I'm excited about these shoes. We've got the Chinese New Year Air Jordan 13s. This shoe we picked up at Plato's Closet. It's in excellent condition. Still got its box. Really happy with that. We've got my favorite shoe of all time, the Bread Air Jordan 1s. However, this is not my favorite size of all time. This is a size 11.5. Slightly harder to find buyers for these and people who are willing to trade for these because it's a weird size, but still like it a lot. We've got the YEEZY 500 in Flames. Pretty nice looking shoe, pretty good condition. Grabbed these at Buffalo Exchange. I don't remember how much I paid for them, but it was probably too much money. We've got the Air Jordan 6 Hairs. We picked these up at Buffalo Exchange a couple weeks ago. Thought they sold on Whatnot. The buyer never paid, so I ended up just holding them because I'm not going to ship them if the buyer doesn't pay. We'll go over some of the stuff that I just picked up this week. We've got the Dior B23s. Pretty cool looking sneaker. Still got to clean these guys up. We've got some Air Jordan 10s in a youth size. Nice looking pair of sneakers. We got some Air Jordan 12s, also in a youth size right here. Both of these sneakers are available on eBay. I might try and sell them again on Whatnot. Same deal as with the Breads or with the Hairs. I don't remember which one. The buyer just never paid, so that sale got canceled. We've got a brand new pair of cool gray 11s in a size 11.5. It's not on the table because I completely forgot about it, but here it is. Looking to trade for that, possibly sell it, but most likely trade. We've got this brand new pair of Air Jordan 12 Royalties, which we just grabbed in today's episode. We've got the brand new pair of Air Jordan 1 Bordeauxs. I totally forget which size this is. I think it's a size. It doesn't matter. I told you guys earlier in the video, so that doesn't matter. And then the crown jewel of the whole collection, which I think is worth by far the most out of all of these sneakers, possibly around $2,500 depending on who you ask, and that is the KAWS Air Jordan 4s. Now this shoe is actually in a size that I can rock. It's a size 10. So the chance of me keeping this shoe is relatively high. If there's a way for me to get the Nike Mags without having to get rid of this sneaker, I will do it. I'll do whatever it takes. But but if not, I'll have to give them up. Regardless, this shoe is fire. This shoe is absolutely one of my grails. It's in surprisingly good condition. Very, very lightly worn, if worn at all. Just a little bit of yellowing on the outsole. Absolutely love this sneaker, and really, really stoked to have it. So that's the entire sneaker collection. Let me give you guys a quick pan. The entire $20 sneaker collection as it currently sits. Of course, we've got some sneakers still mid-trade, and then we've got some sneakers that you can't really see in the background. And then the crown jewel of the whole piece is right here, and that is the KAWS Air Jordan 4s. Beautiful, beautiful sneaker. Have the box and everything for that. Again, not trying to get rid of that, but if I have to, I'll do what has to be done. But that's the whole collection. I have no idea what the value is. I'm thinking somewhere maybe around, I guess 4K would be reasonable for everything. Maybe more like 3.5, I'm not sure. 4K is not bad though. I think 4K is pretty reasonable for this, plus the collection fund money, plus whatever else we're trading, which is a couple thousand. So I think we've probably got around $6,000 in value, I think is reasonable to say, but who knows. Of course, we still got those fake Breads, which I'm not going to show you guys because they're fake and they don't count as part of this collection. They're also bad fakes too, and they are 2019 fakes. A lot of people were saying that they might be fakes of the older version, but if you look at the tag inside the shoe, it says that it was made in 2019, so they're based off the 2019 pairs. But Yeah, so that's a whole collection. But now that you guys have checked out the entire $20 sneaker collection, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But that pretty much wraps up the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.